What up, world? It's Jordan, Jersey, Spaz the Poet. Got a new one for you today. This one is called Brown Divided by Brown. It's pretty much inspired by me scrolling down my timeline on Instagram and seeing the same stuff over and over. Real niggas love dark-skinned women and real niggas like light-skinned girls. Ain't nothing like a brown-skinned girl. Brown-skinned niggas is just dark-skinned niggas. I mean, it's just ridiculous. At the end of the day, we all brown. You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. So it inspired me enough to write a piece. And let me know if you like it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. So, oh, and I'll be reading it off my computer, so don't, keep calm. I'm not going to be looking at the camera. Anyway, I'm going to get right into it now. Light skin versus brown skin versus dark skin. You subtract the verses and it's an incomplete sentence of descriptions featuring the first persons on this earth. Conquer after you divide. You put a man against the child. You put the tall against the short. You put the slim against the wide. It's the quickest way on any day to make a people lose its pride and die. These war tactics are used to make the opposing side weak, defenseless, and feeble. But now these strategic divisions are utilized by and on a specific group of people. We work so hard just to stand next to the white man and be considered equal. Just to squabble over each other over matters that ain't fecal. That means it ain't shit. Me judging you off your skin before you can use your actions as an adamant self-defense. That sounds a little familiar. Like racism, folks basing off the faces of our children. Like 1960s marches and fights for equality. My father was a part of the Black Panther Party, so it's obvious that this interracial fight for dominance bothers me. Follow me. Back in the dark days of our society, we brought to light problems in the average white American's philosophy. Nothing could have possibly been more profound. But now we've moved from that brightness to sit under a tree of defeat, and we fight over the best shade of brown. Wow. Last time I checked, we was all the same race. And when the power's off at night, we've all got the same face. So it's your voice that separates you. The choices that you make too. Fuck a game on Instagram where strangers get a chance to rate you. Be proud of your skin. Be grateful. Spot the haters and the naysayers and get to telling them that your melanin doesn't make you distasteful. Is what I think of Instagram posts like, ain't nothing like a light brown skin or dark skin girl. You probably think I'm hating when I say it. But that post is true. But that goes for the same like saying ain't nothing like a rapist, face it. All light-skinned girls are ditty, no dark-skinned girls are pretty, brown-skinned girls are thicker, and all of these hoes are bitches. Dark-skinned girls are down-to-earth, lights attitudes are shitty, and brown-skinned girls are mean to hell, but got the best kitty. So, are you offended yet? Because these stereotypes come from various types watching their misconstrued views getting reposted on the internet. Light-skinned men are soft and easily made to cry. Dark-skinned dudes are all thugs and usually play the role of the tough guy. People truly believe this. These ridiculous, blatant lies. Like they've never seen a dark man weep from the deceit of a woman who was the apple of his eye, or the lighter shade break a face like laws don't apply. Who the hell started these ridiculous stigmas? They act like filling out with an application and they ask you what your race is, there'll be a bubble that says dark skin, brown skin, or light skin, nigga. This ignorance is what Willie Lynch predicted in the past. That opposites can't coexist and their differences will be the switch that flips and sparks a clash. Then a crash. A head-on collision brought out by a division of shade, intelligence, and class. Here's a well-known story of a man who succeeded with the aforementioned task. Once upon a time, there was an angry, loud mustache guy. He devised a plan to shape his land and it started with a divide. An immense group of people who we would consider white were taught to believe and truly conceive that they were superior to folks who didn't meet their physical criteria or that their skin was just as light. These beliefs were conveyed through pictures, posters, and plays so that every single day what was wrong was viewed as right. That was called propaganda. Images constantly thrusted in your face to brainwash and make stereotypical, incorrect, and unpolitical ideals everyday thoughts. As I scroll down my timeline, I see the same things under the veil of funny jokes. And those who repost are all at fault because 80 years ago, they were the same type of images with a different market, with a different target, and that led to a holocaust. We need to knock it off before all is lost because the start of mass hysteria only takes a charismatic figurehead and then a spark. The bombing nights, the fighting starts, entire races ripped apart as opposing sides of light and dark. No MLKs, no freedom march. We fight ourselves until we've lost. We'll pay a price we can't afford because love is free, self-hatred costs. And when the fighting stops and the ashes drop from our race being burnt to an exponential degree, the other side will laugh and smile after saying, what the fuck were they fighting for? They all look like niggas to me. The end. That was Brown Divided by Brown. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to get on World Star with this one. You heard me? So, yeah, put on your Facebook page, your mama Facebook page, your grandma Facebook page that she ain't using it no way. Yeah, I mean, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, NJEMCEE. That's NJMC pretty much. And before I close the video out, as always, this is called intellectual property. So, if I catch any of you stealing my shit, saying my shit, reciting my shit, quoting my shit, I'ma find you. I'ma slap this shit out you. And I'ma sue you. All right. Thanks for listening.